Good morning, everybody. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm just going to do kind of a quick by hook and needle kind of update, just to show where I am on some things. Yesterday, I attended the members only crochet along with Art Junkie Shannon, and I wrote down what they were doing for the first 2 weeks because I missed last week. And then I decided to go ahead and join. But hi, Safia. I'm only doing my Afghan or blanket with a starting chain of 110 instead of 140. And I'm not using the colorways because I'm trying to use up this basket of just mixed yarn. So I started mine last night with the stitches that were assigned for the first 10 rows and the second 10 rows. And I changed color every single row. So you're going to see like a gazillion tails that I'm going to have to sew in eventually, but I'm not going to worry about that right now because I wanted to participate and I wanted to get caught up. So I've done the first 2 stitches and this is what I have so far. And I'm beginning to wonder if I did the V's wrong, but I did it so that the count would be correct. And I skipped 2 down here, and I'm wondering if I should have skipped more than that, but I wanted to keep 110 stitches across. And I think it'll, if I, what's it called, blocked it out, it would be fine. So that's what I got going on. And I'm doing cool, warm, you know, a cool color, a warm color, a cool, all the way up through. And then occasionally I'll throw in some white or black or neutral. So this is just going to be a very scrappy kind of lap GAN. And I don't know how big they're planning to make it. So I'll have to attend the members only next Sunday at 2. So there's that is on my hook right now. And I'm thinking I'm going to do, to make sure I've got my count, I'm going to do single crochet back into this just to show a dividing line between this and the next one. And I'm just going to do it in the same color. So that's why I didn't cut that loose. So there's that. Then the cowl that I made, and I had nearly a full skein of the Bloom Chunky. I think it's called Bloom Chunky. And I looked up this pattern, and I had some of the sizes. I had one of the sizes in needle. I had the 10, and I have a 10.5, but it was too short. So I jumped to an 11 for the top of the hat. So my hat may be a little bit more boofy, but this is where I am with that so far. So you start with a 10 and you do 6 inches of the 10, and then you work it in straight knit until you have a full length of 11 inches. And I am currently at, oh my gosh, that's my granddaughter screaming. Why are you hollering like that? What's the matter? Come on. Well, come in. No, start being an evil. We've got to let everybody say good cat. This is the sweetest cat in the house. Yep. Go see Greg. She wants to go watch her boy take a shower. So anyway, I got to get this to 11 inches. I'm at, I think I said 9, a little over 9. So I got a little bit more of the knitting to go, and then I'm going to need help because it's like Greek to me what they're talking about here with, I don't know how to knit 2 together. I don't know what SSK means. Is it, I don't know what that means. What does it say it means? Slip next 2 stitches knitwise one at a time. Pass them back onto the left hand needle, then knit through back loops together. I have no idea. That's like foreign. But I'm making progress with the knitting. I didn't think I'd ever get into it because it's not my thing. A slip knit. Ugh, whatever. And then I have a dishcloth on needles here. Whoops. And I'm doing knit one row, purl the next. And it's just a straight knit. So that's on needles. And I lost a needle somewhere. There. And then, because of Gail, I'm going to do this pebble stitch in cotton and in the, the kitchen cotton like this, and make 2 squares. I don't know what size, to make the hot pads that you put down on your table to protect your table, like if you've got a hot casserole. And I think this is so dense. If I put 2 squares back to back, that would be an awesome hot pad in cotton. I think that would just be so dense. Look how thick it would be. That's sewn together. So that's something I want to do. Throw those aside because we're using those. So then I've working on one of the things for the hashtag finish that whip 2024. And I'm currently working on the little dress that I started with the pattern that Mel Joy gave to Janet Nash, and then Janet Nash mailed it to me. So I'm trying to finish this project up. And oh my gosh, I have hand basted the zipper in place. So now I need to just take it to my sewing machine and stitch close to the zipper teeth. I'll have to put my zipper foot on and stitch down real close to that. Then I can take out the basting stitches, and I can take my seam ripper and open the seam back up, because I just stitched the section where the zipper is with a really long stitch. And this is my favorite way to do a zipper, because when you baste it together like that and then line your teeth up right with the middle of that seam, then when you open the seam back up, the zipper is seated perfectly in there. So this is a little dress I started, and I want to get it finished this week. So that's that. And then the bear. The bear. I'm going to bring you down to the table. I just want to show you the sections of the bear that I have finished. I'll tell you where I am. I just have arms and legs to go, and then I can put this bear together. And either the arms or the legs. You need help with your pebble stitch? Well, we can do that today. This here are the pieces I have finished. That means all of the stitching is done on them. And then the pieces that aren't finished. Sorry for the crinkly. I need to get something to eat too, because my stomach is all of a sudden just killing me. These are just things I was thinking about adding. All right, let's look at the finished pieces first, because they're more fun. These are the ears, and I have already pinned them together, but I'm going to take them out and repin them. Because once you get them stitched, then you stitch around the outer edge of them. But we'll just take these out because it won't take but a minute. So this will be an ear here, the front and the back of an ear. There. I know. I can't wait to see it all put together too. I'm going to pin this back. So I'll line up that straight edge down there, and then I'm just going to pin it around. I'm really thinking using my clips would be better because these pins are going to stab me. I just know it. That is not good. No. Okay. I think because I'm hungry, I'm just not thinking good. I'm going to match the straight edges up, and I'm going to put a pin in there so it doesn't walk against the stitches, and then maybe put one at the top. But you don't sew the bottom, you only sew the curve when you get ready to sew it. And I always make sure I put my pins in so that the points are facing toward where the sewing is going. So as I'm feeding this through the machine, I pull the pins back. That's when the clips come in better. But here's the other ear and how I put it together. I need to check my blood sugar too, because my vision is a little messed up this morning. Probably not a good day to try to do things. So that's one side, and I got this little mermaid peeking out there. And then on this side of it, I added 2 of these little crocheted. I didn't make those. Those were purchased. And I added just a few beads, and I tried to stay completely away from where we're going to be stitching. So there's some little beads. I don't know if you can see the beads or not. There's some little beads on there. So yeah, I'm trying to get this finished because I'd like to sew my bear together this week. So I'm going to focus on the stitching of the bear today. And then maybe Thursday, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far I get. Today is also my cleaning the house, changing litter boxes out and all of the fun home stuff. And then I do keep my pattern piece with it because I don't want to accidentally take a paw pad and use it as an ear. So that's why I do that. Have a good day, Greg. Got everything you need?
Just about.
All right.
Love you.
Love you. Bye. Now I've marked my darts. You can see this blue. It washes out, but it's on the back of the fabric. And the eye is marked. And you have to have this little mark here. It's basically a dot that's a 1/4 inch in from the top seam and the front seam here. So this is one side of the face. Done, ready to go. That says love is friendship set on fire. And I did a little garden on his nose. And then this side, I added a piece of lace-like stuff. And again, I haven't pinned that together. It's just together so that I don't lose the pattern piece. If I can find a place the needle will want to go through. And that's the center of the head. So that's where the nose is, and this goes up over his head. And I've shown that piece before. And then the body back. This is the body back. So I'm making progress here. Added some little lace flowers with outlined the mermaid's tail, that kind of things. That's what I did there. I just outlined the butterfly for my stitching on that. Did like a shell there. We love because it's the only true adventure. And then I added a piece of butterfly lace there. Or not lace, but ribbon. You can use ribbon to cover your raw edges that way too, if you wanted to. If you don't want the raw edges to show on your bear. And then the last pieces I have finished are these, and I just stacked all of that on the stuff I haven't finished. This is the body front here. A hug is always the right size. So I added another little flower garden here with some flowers going up across. And then I put these two here so that when we sew the belly together, these will look almost like a vest. So these will get sewn together all along this curved edge. So those will meet. So those are the pieces I have together. And I wanted to show this to you last because this is what I want to work on. So it'll be here on the table ready to go. I just need to get my floss over here and all that stuff. All right. So it's the feet. And these are the little paw pads for the bottom. And I'm thinking about putting these little hearts on the bottom of the paws. I just have to make sure I have these positioned in a way that I have a 1/4 inch on each side so that I'm not sewing through my hearts. That was my concern. I could quickly make some smaller hearts to put on the paw pads. But that was my idea for that. And then just do some stitching on, the fabrics. So that's why the hearts are pinned there. So that needs to be sewn on. Then I've got all the work to do on the two arms, the front, what does she call this? The non-jointed bear paw pad. I got to do all the stitching on those pieces and on the back of it. Oh, I see what I did. I paired them up already. Well, I'm not going to pull them apart, but I've got all of the arm components have to be done. But I do have a good bit done on the legs. So it's the legs, finishing the legs and the arms and the paw bases. So this is one set, one side of the foot and the other. And a hug is the bridge between two soles. I wrote that on the muslin in pencil, and then I just went over it with navy blue there. And then again, sorry about the croaky throat. I did a circle here, did some chain around that one, outlined my butterfly with yellow. And I've just got there and there and there to still stitch. So 3 sections on there. And this one I want to make, I'm going to add more of these little white flowers with the pink centers. I'm going to add them cascading kind of down around this butterfly, maybe do some over here. So there's going to be a bunch more of these lazy daisy stitch with the French knot in the middle. And then there are French knots in white here and there or in amongst the daisies. But I just thought that would be pretty because she had a little daisy there next to her head. So I'm just giving her more daisies. And I'll put some down here too. And then the other 2 leg sections are here. And I put this little mermaid in a bubble with her flowers. And I did this weird stitching here. I'm still trying to determine if I like that or not. It looks interesting, so I'm going to leave it. And then I just have to do the stitching on the other 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. And then this one needs, just about all of the sections need stitching in, but I couched this down. I just sewed over the edge all the way around. So that'll be a leg. So there's going to be a bunch of stuff. You could almost do like an I Spy with this little bear that I'm doing. So I'm going to leave that like that. So that's where I am with the bear project. And I don't know why I started another crochet project, but I'm blaming that on Shannon. That's Art Junkie's fault that I started yet another project. But I do want to finish the little orange dress this week and maybe a couple of the other items. Plus I want to do the stitching. Plus I want to finish that knit hat. So I have a lot going on and I need to just focus on it. So if I go quiet, you'll know what I'm doing. That's the main reason I came on this morning is I just wanted to kind of show you guys how crazy my brain is. Plus, I need to start thinking about boxing my stuff up so that in December they can tear my house up. It's always something. Good news on the bathroom front. Scott got the glass strip around the tub plus one more layer of subway tile above that. And I think he's almost to the point where he'll add the other corner shelf. And oh, he's got to put that. I wonder if he's forgotten about that. There's a towel bar going to go at the back of the tub too. So I think it'll be okay. So I'm not going to keep you guys this morning. I need to get started so that I'm free at 2:00 for our stitch hour. And it sounds like I'll be helping with some stitching. Might have to do a relook at the pebble stitch because I've already moved on to 4, 5, or 6 other things. And I'll just have to look at it real quick and it'll click back. So I will see you guys later. I've got a little face at the window. Howard's wanting back in, so I guess that's the perfect time. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.